welcome back. That was part of a documentary called Do You Believe and Beyond Life for Mrs. Salma Hassaballah. If we can speak more about the film or the documentary, what was it about?
It's about the essence of belief. Do believers have point, or they're just following, something hypothetical that's not true? So, I tried as much as I can to gather all the claims of atheists and to put it, and to answer their claims and answer their questions. Of course, not me. I was people who are, experienced or, scholars, professors, scholars in different religions, philosophers and so forth, to answer the questions,
Yes.
Now, we understand that originally you are a student of engineering. You are an engineer.
Architecture.
Architecture, even even more. So there is some artistic touch in your major.
Yeah.
What made you decide to shift to filmmaking and writing and documentaries?
Actually, I have so many shifts in my career. Actually, it was not one or two or three, and to discuss this matter is going to take a whole, a whole night or a whole day or so. I don't want to just, to discuss it because of the time. But what I want to say, actually, that I'm not regretting any, any phase, because that's what made me what I am right now. And I'm happy with that. For instance, I wrote Adam's Game, and it's based on programming. And if I didn't learn or
study engineering,
I wouldn't be able to do something like this. So nothing. I believe that nothing is waste.
You also produced some graphic films, some short films for the children.
Yeah, for children. Yeah, exactly.
So
Nice.
what do you want to be instilling in terms of manners and values in the children now?
Yeah, the thing that I always insist to instill it, not only to children, to adults as well, never to lose hope. The problem with us that we may lose hope, that will, something very devastating. But to tell you honestly, it's, hope is correlated with faith. It's, if you want to question your faith, just ask yourself whether you have hope or not. Because if you really have faith in God, in a loving God, merciful God, you will never lose hope. So,
well, I just need to mention that people here in Egypt are enjoying the sunny weather, and if you are outside Egypt, you're missing a lot, because as you can see, we are here by the Nile. We have Nile cruises passing by, and everyone is having fun. So I hope that if you can make a quick trip to Egypt, that would be, because the weather is now fantastic. Now, back to you, Mrs. Salma. You produced a film called Beyond Life, or you have a movie called Beyond Life, a film that questions our journey after life.
Exactly.
What motivated you to
something happened to me. I was watching a night movie, and the movie was, full of murders and assassinations. So it's a horrible movie. And I don't know.
do that?
I don't know.
Why did you do that?
I don't know, perhaps. I don't know.
There is a reason, because it made you what?
Maybe,
See, there we go.
And then when I was just watching, and all of a sudden, it came to my mind a very weird question. It's, whether we are going to come back after life. And to me, something for me was horrible. Because I'm a believer, and so how come for a believer to question resurrection or the hereafter or whatever, or the day of judgment? So I slept, and the next day I found out I'm not any better. Actually, the same question kept lingering in my mind and haunted me. And I was cutting something with a cutter. I hurt my finger, and actually skin. A piece of my skin just torn or removed. And for me, I thought that it's punishment, of course. I said that this must be punishment. God is punishing me to have such a question. And then, subhanallah, time flew by, and whenever I wake up in the morning and just look at my finger, I find the new skin coming back. So I was really impressed that finding that the thing that I thought it's a punishment is actually an answer to my question, and it's a mercy. It's not a punishment as I thought. So that's why I said to myself, I have to make a movie about the day after, or the hereafter, or the day of judgment.
So what is the conclusion of this film for you?
You know,
What did you come up with?
you know, I'll tell you something. When I make my researches, I thought that, you know, we have so many dogmas and religions, but actually people, the belief of people, they are cut into three groups. There are three groups. First group, they believe in that nothing after life, you're just going to return to dust and that's it. The second group, they believe in reincarnation. Then the third group, they believe in that there is a God, that we're going to stand before him and he's going to judge us by the end, you know. So when I went through the three groups and discussing it logically, trying to be as much as I can, you know, objective and not subjective, I found out that really the only thing that makes sense is what we believe. It's the day of judgment. So that's why it's something that big, because I'm convinced, not just believing.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe that your films are well received by believers, but what about skepticals? Have you ever discussed your productions or your films with them?
You know, they are very nervous, by the way. But I want to tell you something. You know, my intention is not to make them change their beliefs, because, you know, atheism is a belief too.
Yes.
Although they think that no, they are free thinkers, and we are the one who are bound to certain dogmas or books or whatever, but they're free things. But actually, they are bound to their desire. You know, they are bound to. So it's because. So actually, what I wanted to make, I want to make them to, you know, to reconsider. I want to make them to go and search, not to take things for granted. So, and I think, alhamdulillah, that, yeah, and when I find them nervous, I find out that I touch something inside them.
Yes,
So-
Mrs. Salma Hassaballah, an author and an independent filmmaker. Thank you very much for being with us today on Nile Cruise.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
thank-
much, Mrs. Selma.
Thank you
Now-
so much.
Now we're going to watch a report about late football player Hamad Imam, who passed away last week, a few days ago. Actually, he is one of the legends when it comes to football and sports here in Egypt. We'll watch a report and we'll be right back. Stay with us.